Have you ever lied? Not a huge lie, just a tiny one. I'm almost there. I read the terms and conditions. No, your haircut looks great. Now here's the strange question. Who was the first human to ever lie? Imagine being the first person in history to say something that wasn't true and somehow getting away with it. No books, no laws, no police. No internet comments calling you out, just one brain discovering a completely new superpower. Think about that for a second, because lying might be one of the greatest inventions humans ever created. And without it, civilization itself might never have existed. Here's where things get weird. No animal writes poetry, no animal pays taxes, and no animal tells its friend, "Sorry, I was busy." At least, not that we know of. Most animals communicate honestly. A dog growls because it's angry. A bird sings because it's attracting a mate. A monkey screams because danger is nearby. Simple, direct, useful. But humans can smile while secretly plotting revenge. We can promise something we never intend to do. We can even lie to ourselves. How did that happen? Scientists think the answer goes back hundreds of thousands of years, long before cities, long before farming, long before written language. Picture a campfire glowing in the darkness. A small tribe gathers around. Everyone depends on each other to survive. Food is shared, danger is shared. Trust is everything. Now imagine one hunter returns empty-handed, but instead of admitting failure, he says he chased a giant mammoth all day. Nobody questions him. He still gets dinner. Congratulations. Human deception just paid for itself. Funny enough, that tiny lie may have changed history, because evolution rewards success, not honesty. If a lie helps someone survive, that ability could spread, generation after generation. But then something strange happens. The better humans became at lying, the better other humans became at detecting lies. It became an endless arms race, like hackers in cybersecurity, or siblings arguing over who broke the vase. Every new trick created a better detector, and every better detector created smarter liars. Our brains grew larger. Our social groups became more complicated. Anthropologists call this social intelligence. Basically, keeping track of friends, enemies, promises, alliances, gossip, and secrets became harder than hunting animals. Some researchers even believe our enormous brains evolved partly to handle social drama. Imagine explaining Twitter to a caveman. Actually, don't. He'd probably invent blocking people before fire. Archaeologists can't dig up lies. A lie leaves no fossil. No ancient bone says, "This guy exaggerated," but evidence appears in another place. Human imagination. Around 70,000 years ago, humans suddenly exploded with creativity. Cave paintings, jewelry, burials, symbols, stories. These things suggest humans developed something extraordinary, the ability to imagine things that aren't physically there. Gods, spirits, heroes, future plans, fiction. And once your brain can imagine something that doesn't exist, it can also describe something that doesn't exist. That's lying. The same mental ability that creates stories creates deception. Think about that. Your favorite movie and your worst excuse for being late may come from the same part of the brain. Psychologists call this theory of mind. It's the ability to understand what someone else knows, believes, or expects. Young children usually don't become convincing liars until around age 4. Before that, they simply tell the truth, accidentally. After that, they become tiny lawyers. "I didn't eat the cookie." Chocolate covers their entire face. Sound familiar? Scientists see this as an important milestone, not because lying is good, but because it shows the brain understands another person's perspective. Without that ability, there would be no empathy, no teaching, no storytelling, and no civilization. Here's where things get even stranger. Lies aren't always harmful. Sometimes they're surprisingly useful. Imagine a doctor saying exactly what they think every second, or your friend answering every question with brutal honesty, or every family dinner becoming a truth competition. Human society might collapse by dessert. Researchers sometimes call these prosocial lies, small lies that protect feelings or maintain harmony. Your baby is adorable. That painting is interesting. We should definitely hang out sometime. Human relationships survive partly because complete honesty would be exhausting. Of course, lies can also destroy everything. History is full of fake kings, false prophecies, financial scams, and political deception. Entire wars have started because someone believed the wrong story. The same ability that allows cooperation also allows manipulation. It's a double-edged sword. But perhaps the strangest mystery isn't why humans lie. It's why humans believe lies. Our brains evolved to trust members of our group. Trust saved energy. Constant suspicion wastes time. If every sentence required proof, nothing would ever get done. So evolution gave us trust first. Skepticism came later, and clever people learned to exploit it. Even today, misinformation spreads faster than facts because stories are easier to remember than statistics. Our ancient brains still love a good narrative, even when it's wrong. But maybe the biggest lie humans ever invented wasn't told to another person. Maybe it was told to ourselves. I'll start tomorrow. I have plenty of time. Everything will work out. Humans are the only creatures that seem capable of imagining futures that don't exist. Sometimes those imagined futures motivate us. Sometimes they fool us. Maybe civilization itself is built on shared stories. Money, countries, companies, laws. They're all ideas that exist because billions of people agree they do. In a strange way, human society runs on collective imagination, and imagination has a very close cousin, deception. So when did humans learn to lie? Nobody knows. There was no first recorded liar, no ancient diary confessing, "I made everything up." But somewhere in prehistory, one clever human realized reality could be edited. The moment words no longer had to match the world, history changed forever. And maybe that's the strangest thing of all. The same brain that can deceive can also create art, invent science, write music, dream about the future, tell stories, and ask impossible questions, including one that still has no perfect answer. Did humans invent lying, or did lying invent humans?